Alright, hello and welcome back everyone to a new video. This is a one tag shot and hopefully my audio won't crash because I did already two tags and it's like, audio is breaking. Hey guys, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well, hope you're healthy. And yeah, in the background you see some CSGO content where we played on Dust 2. It contains my very first ace, so hopefully if I talk enough, we get to that round. And we actually won this in the end, even though the first start wasn't that good. And yeah, so this is just a talking head video. I'm gonna talk a little bit about what to do now on this channel, why it's all of a sudden called Weapon of Noise, and how we're doing. So I hope you're around for that, and let's just get started. So my name usually everywhere is Housetest, but Housetest as persona was created years ago, even before I started YouTube, when I made my Sony PlayStation account, because I had a PlayStation 3 and I didn't have an account name yet, so I was like, well, what do I do? In the end, I decided I just call it Housetest because I liked house music. I like deadmau5 as an artist, and he wrote mouse with MAU5, so that's why it's written HAU5. And test basically just because I was studying, and I was, doing some tests with subjects because I was into psychology and things for my studies. So basically, in the end, that was how Housetest was created, and it was used everywhere. And it led to me having a good time. I started my channel in 2013, gathered around 2K subscriptions and subscribers rather, and had a good time. I was doing videos in English, and that was no in German. Sorry, it was all good and well. And yeah, after a few years, I decided I wanted to have a new challenge. Because to me personally, YouTube was always about challenges, how to make cool content, how to learn to make better content, and especially, how to present myself a little bit, studying for a job life, how to do better stage performance, basically, in everyday situations, not literally on the stage, but for example, when I'm talking with teammates and stuff like that, I wanted to be, there with a solid presence, and YouTube helped me to build that basically. Damn, that knife kill. And yeah, basically, I had a good time. And after a few years, I challenged myself to a new thing and started speaking English in my videos, which wasn't well received. It was very bad in the beginning. I accept that, and I learned from that. Basically, I molded myself into a better English speaker, and today I have many native speakers say they can clearly understand me, and I'm doing quite well. So I got that for myself as a badge of honor. Uh, Getting as a non-native speaker from a native speaker hearing that I speak their language well. I really am still very happy that I made it that far in my journey basically. So that's Housetest and how we got to many changes, because the English language when I started that on the channel led to my old channel dying off. Subscriptions were falling, people weren't clicking anymore because they weren't interested, and I also noticed like, okay, there's many dead subs just on the channel. So the 2K subscriber channel was basically just 100 really. And it led to me also having different journeys with different websites like scenegamers.de, Gaming Masters, and from Gaming Masters also a new branch arrived, because once Gaming Masters stopped because the owner started his job life. Hi Eddie. We made the New Byte, me and two more friends, which you know now as Daniel and Emily. And as we also know by now, the New Byte is also a little bit asleep. I call it asleep, not dead, because basically we could all go back and do it, but the reality of it is the same reason why GamingMasters.com stopped was the same that the NewByte.com stopped. We were just too busy with our own lives, we're stopping university, we don't have as much time anymore, and in the end, we also had just, other things to do than web content. It's just that easy. By the way, this is the ace round, so good that we're here right now. In the end, that was just, many things, and people that I worked with had a way better control to have a social life, to not overwork themselves, and I was always the one who was just pushing. Even myself or the people that I was working with, basically. And I also was the reason why many did not enjoy working with me, because I was so, pushing for basically getting on, because I know I could be successful. I once had a cool video when I was already doing English content and my subscribers were falling off. Well, I was once recommended on a high channel with many subscriptions that led to some influx. That was cool. And I also had like a video that randomly got viral, over 100,000 views. At least for me, that was huge. where I talked about the Cuphead mobile game ripoff and investigated it a little bit, and really people like that. A few at least came around to subscribe, so that was new blood for the Lord channel, but in the end, it was meant to be just dying off. And yeah, that was House's channel demise. On Twitch, by the way, I'm actually still there. Twitch.tv/houses is where I play these games like CSGO and Rainbow Six Siege and Destiny 2, and I almost play every night. So if you tune in Central European time between 8 and 10 p.m., I'm usually live. And yeah, if you didn't yet, follow me and watch my streams, because maybe I could get affiliate status, and that would be, I know, a nice thing to do. Because I feel like putting work into streams is not that much work. It's just sitting down playing the games and having camera on. And me and my mates, we feel very natural with it. So it's very cool to have some buddies with me where we can enjoy the game together. It don't really change much. And this is something that I really appreciate compared to what I said before, you know, working with me on video projects takes a lot of time and is just work. Streams don't feel the same way, and that's why I'm happy that streams are still going for me. And yeah, what's up with the Weapon of Noise name? So to get to that, where we first established, you know, how this was basically dead, at the beginning of the year, I also wanted to take a stop at Twitter, because Twitter was always still a source of my frustration and a little bit of mental pain, if that makes sense. You know, there's bodily pain and then there's mental pain where you're just frustrated and not feeling well. And basically in the end, I said, you know, I need to take a break. So what I actually did was to deactivate the @houses channel, Twitter account, and I secured that old username to a new account. So there was a brand new Twitter account with @houses on my half, and I had control over it. But since I didn't use it for a month, it was, you know, suspected to be spam and was suspended actually, and I can't get it back, because after a month I was done with it and said, like, okay, I'm feeling good. I think I'm coming back now. Just very easy, you know. I wasn't even following all the people that I used to follow, because I was feeling I was obliged to follow people because they followed me. But in the end, I need to get over that, you know. And sorry if you think that I feel less about you. That's not true. I still respect you as a person. But if I don't follow you back, it's just I want less noise. You know, I want to make my Twitter. I don't want to follow. Basically, the same thing with the South Park episode where was it Stan, I think, who had to basically friend everyone on Facebook. It's the same reason, right? You have to follow somebody back because you know them in real life and yada yada. And actually, it's not true. You don't need to. You don't want to. And I personally told myself, I just don't want to do that anymore. So same with Twitter now. And yeah, I need a new name because the old one was suspended. And I called it, how about Weapon of Noise? These strategic and tactical shooters here, they are basically always making the noise of your footsteps and weapons and everything, every noise that you do, part of your weaponry, because having the intelligence over the enemy or the other way is important in order to move on strategically. And I thought that's a really cool name, and that's why I called my Twitter name that, to have it basically as a, you know, something until it shifts over and I can move over the Houses username to the new account that I was finally using now. Problem is I still don't get my @houses username back, because after 2 months Twitter support still didn't give me anything, and basically in the end it turned out to be a blessing, I think, because now I'm free from that. I don't want to call it a curse, but in the end I feel like it was a burden on me. I won't rename myself everywhere else. I'm just gonna still be Houses. I'm gonna introduce myself as Houses in these videos, because it's just what I'm called everywhere online, and I can't change it, for example, on the gaming platforms that I own. But for example, the channel that I do will be renamed now to Weapon of Noise, as you can see right now, by Housetest, which I think is a good thing. People can still recognize, okay, this is the person that I used to know. It's just a new name. And my Twitch, as I started, is still there @Housetest, basically because I don't know how to change it. I think that you can do it now, and maybe try to change to Weapon of Noise, but I think it's fine if I just leave it as is, you know, twitch.tv/houses. Because it's still, you know, my thing in the end. I'll see about what I do with Weapon of Noise on Twitch, but yeah, that's that. So in the end, yeah, talk for 10 minutes. Audio hasn't crashed yet, so that's a good sign. And in the end, I just hope you're all doing great. So that's the update. I have cool new stories to follow up, just, to give an outlook into the future. What I did in isolation was taking great care of my health. I wanted to talk the story about that, how that happened. I wanted to talk a little bit about my journey in CSGO because it's quite interesting. I had some very cool moments in this like 6 weeks that I played the game for now. And I think that makes for great, interesting content, story-wise, like storytellings, which I personally enjoy, and maybe you do too. And I'm really interested to bring other stuff to you as well. Small opinion videos where I just sit down like this and everything else. So yeah, the new socials are basically twitch.tv/housetest, almost live every evening. No, live almost every evening. Goddamn, that direction. Talking about English and being good at it. There's the YouTube channel, which has still no real URL, but you can find it on weaponofnoise.com. Because that domain is now registered under me, and it will redirect to this YouTube channel, so it makes it very easy for you to find it. And I also have, of course, the Twitter, twitter.com/weaponofnoise. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked it, and we'll see each other soon again. Thank you for following and subscribing if you did on this channel or the Twitch. Really appreciate it. And I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do, web content, because I like to do that. I still just need to find my way how to deal with everything else. I think this will be the greatest challenge that I've faced yet. It's not actually the media production, because I've gotten at it good enough, but it's how to deal with everything else, how to deal with social life, personal health, mental health, and on top of that, my day job, and this thing, which is work. So yeah, if you want to follow me for that, I'll maybe do another update on that in a few months to see how it goes. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon again. Bye bye.